The traditional notion of till death do us part is being shunned by modern-day couples. New research shows an increasing number of couples are splitting up after just a year of marriage. Tiffany Rice has more.
Kim Kardashian did it, so did Drew Barrymore, and Britney's lasted just 55 hours. They all got married and divorced in under a year.
It's being called a starter marriage, using your first marriage as a trial run for a longer relationship later in life.
Ed Sheeran is a jeweller who makes thousands of engagement rings every year. He's seen many marriages fall apart very quickly.
We made a stunning engagement ring and wedding ring set for this chap up in Leicester, and he was, though, unfortunately only married for a week. We heard from him a year later because he decided to get remarried, and he used the same engagement ring.
1 in 7 people admit being with their future spouse for less than a year before getting married. Half of couples don't live together before tying the knot, and 1 in 7 have met a new partner less than 6 months after ending their marriage. Marriage was once for life, but for some it is now a much shorter commitment.
Joined now by family lawyer from Slater and Gordon, Amy Harris. Suppose this is a bonanza time for you, is it? You're making loads of money out of people's misery.
No, certainly not. We have seen an increase in divorces since the new year, that's without doubt. Lots of people, lots of new inquiries, but we're really here to help people at the end of the day.
Yeah, and what are you finding is the sort of reason that people are splitting up so much more quickly these days?
Well, I think celebrities do have an influence, certainly, but the thing is they have a lot of money and they're able to get married and divorced much more easily than everybody else. But generally, I think the reasons for divorce have always been the same. Lots of people meet other people, perhaps the strain on the relationship due to financial matters. The recession's clearly had a big impact.
I mean, have you noticed a change because financial woes are causing friction more and more quickly?
I think certainly a lot of the clients that I see coming to me for advice cite financial issues as being a real problem, and over the past few years there has been a decline in divorce rates, but in the past 12 months we've seen actually divorce rates are increasing, and I think the reason for that is people are now confident that they might be able to sell their homes, whereas before they were a bit more cautious, and actually the economy is improving, so people feel more happy to spend money on divorce as well.
Is it too easy, Amy, do you think, to get divorced?
I don't agree that it is, no. Everyone who comes to see me, they haven't made a rash, quick decision to get divorced. They've thought about it very carefully.
Have they made a rash, quick decision to get married?
Well, that's perhaps a separate matter as well. I mean, it is quite easy to get married. It's much harder to get divorced. And I think people do rush into it. They might get into the fairy tale wedding side of things, which celebrities portray. And then when it comes to it, you know, and the harsh realities hit, they might have a massive bill after the wedding. You know, it puts a lot of strain on the relationship in the past 12 months. And I think that's why the research shows in the first 12 months we are seeing an increased number of people divorcing.
All right, thanks very much, Amy. Nice to see you this morning.
Thank you.
OK, 6:27. Laura.